Hi students, welcome back once again and myself Shumidon sir, and today again I am back with you with your environmental science class. So I hope all you are well and fine as well as staying at home. So student, whatever the videos I have given, you have already watched it and I hope you have read the chapter and accordingly you have practiced the question answer. So today we will discuss about chapter 13, a river's tale introduction. So in this video we will give about the introduction of the river, what is a river, from where the river originates, where is the mouth of the river, and about river pollution. So all of you should watch the video till the end and accordingly whatever instruction I will give in this video you will follow and also you will learn your chapter. So if you have the book with you, you can take out the book and open this chapter, as well as you have to watch this video and then you have to go through the book. So let's start chapter 13, a river's tale. So river, you can see one picture of a river is given on your slide, and I hope all of you have seen the river. Is it? You have seen the river? I hope that most of you or all of you have enjoyed the beauty of the river also. So what is a river? So a river is a large stream of fresh flowing water, usually emptying into a sea. High in the hills or mountains, small streams gather to form a river. It flows in a channel. So, what is a river? River is a large stream of fresh flowing water. Normally, it is originating from the high mountain top or the hill and following its definite path through the channel of the river, and either it is flowing to the sea or it is meeting with some other big rivers. So it is a freshwater channel. So from here you can find the definition of the river. If you want, you can note it down also in your classwork copy. So here one diagram is given about the river and few of the definitions are also given along with the river. See, the source of the river. From here, the mountain top, you can see from here the mountain top, due to the melting of snow or ice, the river originates. Okay, so it is a snow covered mountain peaks, and from the snow covered mountain peaks several streams or small channels of the river are originating by the melting up of the snow, and it is gradually coming down from the mountain to the plain land. So wherever the river is originating from the mountain top, this place is known as the source of the river. So where is the source? Maybe from the high mountain top or the hills, where it gets the water from the melting up of the glacier or maybe from the rainfall. Okay, and it starts to move towards the plain land. So this is the source of the river. Now some of the small rivers, they are also originating from the nearby mountain region. You can see the nearby mountain region, and they are coming and joining this main river. Here also one tributary. They are known as the tributaries. So what are tributaries? Tributaries means the small streams or channels of the rivers or the small rivers which are joining the main river or the big river. They are called the tributaries of that river. We can give one example. Ganga is an important river in our country, and I hope all of you heard the name of Ganga. And its tributary, one of the important tributary of Ganga is Yamuna. Yamuna is meeting with river Ganga. So there are several other small and big tributaries of Ganga. I have given just an example. So what is the tributaries? Tributaries are the small streams or the channels, okay, which are joining the main river. Now the channel of the river, the path through which the river flows, it is known as the channel of the river. Okay, a river's channel is its unique signature, and it will follow the path the nature of the rocks, the vegetation, whatever it is present surrounding it, the soil formation, and whatever the surrounding region, and accordingly it will follow the path of the river. Okay, so this is a river channel, mainly the course or the path through which the river is flowing. This is the river channel. Now both side of the river, it is called the bank of the river. You can see here written river bank. Okay, the land next to the river is called the river banks, and so beside the river, this region is known as the river banks. And ultimately, when the river is meeting with the sea, it is called the mouth of the river. Here you can see the river is originating from the mountain top and it is flowing towards the sea. So this region where the river is meeting with the sea, they are known as the mouth of the river. You can see the mouth of the river, and before entering into the sea, the river is diverted into several channels. You can see in several channels the river is diverted. Okay, it is divided into several channels. These channels are called distributaries. So what are distributaries? Before entering in the sea, the river is divided in or distributed into several channels of the streams. Those streams are known as the distributary. And what are the tributaries? When the small streams are joining the main river, they are called the tributaries. So these two things are very important concept for a river. And the land in between the river are called the river deltas. So you can see where is the river delta. So in between the two distributors, this region where the deposition of sediments by the river brought down some sediments and deposited at the mouth of the river. This is known as the delta. Okay, so mouth and delta, you should do it. Okay, next point is that you can see story of the river. Okay, so this picture you can see in the book, and wherever you can see a river is coming down from the mountain top and is gradually entering through its channel. It is entering towards the sea. So here when the river is originating from the mountain, you can see the river is very much clean and blue, where the lots of green plants and fishes are present. But while the river, one day a factory was set up, city was developed. So a factory was set up and the city was developed beside the river. So when the city was developed beside the river, what will happen? The lots of people started to live on that particular region. They have to build up their house, factories, etc. And people started washing clothes and bathing the animals on the river, and the river is getting to be polluted. Polluted means the river water is getting dirty day by day, because lots of factory wasted which are generated in the factory or from the houses, all they are channelized into the river, and all the different toxic elements or the dirty things, it is thrown, or the garbages you can say, it is thrown on the river, and the river is getting polluted. And gradually what is happening, the whatever the clean and the blue river, it is getting polluted, and the color of the river changes, and bad smell is coming from the river. Lots of plastic, lots of waste, sewage are present in the river, and the river started to get polluted. The ship came to supply the goods, oil spilled. Okay, now when the river, through the river, when the ship is passing, it is carrying some oil, and due to the leakage of the oil can spread on the river water, and it can harm the aquatic organism. Aquatic organisms means the animals, small animals, fish, or the plants which are living, or the microorganism which are present in the river water, they started to die due to this oil spill or pollution. So oil spill or the spread of the oil due to the leakage of the oil tanker or the tanker ship, it can also be a cause of the river pollution. Factory waste was thrown into the river, and the fish started to die, and it was no longer a beautiful river. So gradually, due to pollution, it has become no longer a beautiful river. So when the river is originating from the mountain top, it is very much clean, neat, as well as blue and very beautiful. But we the human beings started to pollute it. We have set up factories, building beside the river. You are throwing garbages in the river which can pollute the river water, and the river is getting dirty and it is no longer a beautiful one. You can see the picture of some of the factory wastage. Okay, they are throwing the waste in the river water. The factories are set up beside the river and it is polluting the river water. So what is the river pollution? When something bad get mixed with the clean water, making it dirty and unfit for human use, it is called water pollution. Some dirty and bad things which are thrown in the river, okay, and which is making the river water very dirty and unused for human being. Because if you use that polluted water, we can fall ill. Some waterborne diseases can affect us. So it is unfit for use. So from here you can also note down the point what is river pollution definition. Okay, from here you can also write it down in your copy. Now water pollution. So water pollution, okay, river pollution is also a type of water pollution. It is very much common phenomenon nowadays. So why the water is getting polluted? What are the major causes? Okay, pollution means when the water is getting contaminated or dirty due to us. We the human beings are responsible mainly for it. So what are the causes of water pollution? You can see marine dumping, okay, industrial waste, sewage mainly from the household, nuclear waste, oil spill and underground storage leaks. So several things, these are the causes of water pollution. Okay, in the marine water, on the sea water or in the river water, we are dumping the waste. Okay, the industrial waste channel, several industries set up or developed beside the river. From that industry, several waste, chemical waste or liquid waste, some of the wastes like solid waste, all we are throwing or channelized into the river water. It can pollute the river, not only river, the marine, any other water body it can pollute. The sewage, garbages, whatever it is had, mainly some of the household garbages, our sanitation channel or the unhygienic toilet channels, whatever. Most of the houses which are built beside the river, they are draining their household waste into the river water. Okay, some of the household garbages we are throwing in the river water, it can pollute the river water. And nowadays it is very common, nuclear waste. Okay, nuclear waste is a very common phenomenon nowadays. So nuclear waste we are throwing in the river water. Some of the nuclear test also we are doing in the nearby marine region. Mainly it is related with the sea pollution. Okay, oil spill, it very common mainly in the marine water or the sea water. It is common as well as in the river also, when the oil tanker ships are carrying the oil through the river waterway of the river, and if the tank get leaked, okay, or the oil is spilled on the river water, sprayed on the river water, and it can harm to the aquatic organisms or the organisms which are present in the river water. Okay, and underground storage leaks, whatever the underground storage of several types of chemical we are storing, sometimes it is leaking out and it is contaminating the water, so which can also pollute the river water. So in the easier way you can also get. So here water pollution, I have also, along with river, I have also discussed the pollution of other water bodies. These types of pollution, it is not only affecting the river, it is also affecting the oceans, seas or the ponds, lake, etc. And river is a part of this water body. So you can write also these causes, for the causes of water pollution. So we the human being are responsible for this water pollution. We are throwing the garbage, we are throwing the sewage to the river water, we are setting up the industries, we are setting up the buildings, and we are draining all the waste of the industries in the river water, and gradually the river water is getting polluted. So we have to think So we have to make the river water pollution free. Okay, in our country, Ganga is an important river, and for Hindus, it is considered as a holy river, and it is the largest river of our country in terms of its water volume capacity. Means it have lots of water. Okay, and it gets its water supply from the several small and the big streams and tributaries. So the river have many tributaries from all the areas or maximum areas it is getting water, and along with the water several types of waste are also mixed up and it is getting polluted. And Ganga is the holy river of us for the Hindus, as well as it is also considered one of the polluted river of our country. Okay, because all the big cities are developed beside the bank of the river Ganga, big cities and industries, and from all those cities, the all the polluted things, all the waste materials, all are discharged into the river water, and the river is getting dirty or polluted day by day. So we have to take the initiative to clean up the river water as well as to make the river water pollution free. So what can be the effect of the pollution? Disease like cholera, malaria, which are called the waterborne disease, or typhoid. Okay, and it can also affect the aquatic life, means the organisms or the living organisms, maybe the plant, small microorganisms, plant, animals, fishes, whatever are present in the river, it is affecting those aquatic organisms. So student, we have already discussed about the pollution, what are the cause, what can be the effect, and we have to take the initiative to clean up the water. We have to think in that way that we will not throw any garbage or the waste in the river water. We have to make the water clean, because river what is a naturally forming a beautiful thing. Okay, it increase the beauty of the environment. When the river is coming down from the mountain top, it is pollution free, but when it enters or passes through the region where the we the human beings are living, we the human beings are setting up cities, building industries beside it, and we start to pollute the river water. So we have to think in this way that we will not pollute the river water, we will clean up the river water, we will take the initiative and measures, we will make people understand not to pollute the water, river water, to clean the river water, and to maintain the ecosystem of the world. But rivers are maintaining the ecosystem. If we pollute the river water, it will destroy the river ecosystem, and which can affect our environment or the earth. So I hope you have understood the chapter. I have discussed some of the extra important things along with you, and this is the introductory part of a river and the causes of pollution, river pollution. I have already, what is a river, what are the different phases of the river, tributaries, distributary channel, mouth, delta, all these things I have discussed. These are some important and extra things regarding the river. This information I have given you so that you can understand the river properly, as well as we have already discussed about the pollution of the river pollution. Okay, nowadays it is a threat to the environment. Okay, and we are polluting the river and we are destroying our ecosystem, river ecosystem. Okay, and which can imbalance the earth. Okay, so we have to make our river water pollution free. So let's come together. Okay, and let us take the initiative, let us make the people understand about the river pollution, and we should make the river pollution free. So I hope you have understood what I want to tell. Few extra information also I have given with you. Okay, and from the next video we will start about the chapter details, what is given inside the chapter. It is overall an introductory part and summary of the chapter about the river and the river pollution. So students, I hope that you have all understood. If you have any query, you can ask me a question, okay, through my WhatsApp number, or you can through my email ID. So thank you all and have a nice day. Stay home and stay safe. Thank you everyone.